All right, let's finish off with SuperCoach, my favorite part of the show, SuperCoach segment for the Sixers are playing the Scorchers tonight. Actually, the other way around, the Scorchers home game. So a bit of SuperCoach, only the last few games of BBL SuperCoach, so we're a bit excited about that. So let's have a look at your pick, Leo. Who are you picking for the Scorchers versus Sixers?
Yeah, back to the well. Aaron Hardy, 160,700. So he scored over 50 SuperCoach points in all but one round this year. And I think the round he didn't was mid-40s.
Yep.
So super consistent, averages 42 with the bat. But he's also captain, so he's slowly trusting himself more with the ball, I feel. See him open a few times. But for me, this is a game where I can just see him making 50-odd runs, taking 2 wickets, and sort of a great performance from one of the, I guess, up-and-coming Australian talents. So I'm on Hardy tonight. What about you, stats guy?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with the Scorch. I'll give a quick shout-out to Jack Edwards. I brought him in a couple of rounds ago, and he's been really solid. I said he's not having the best season in the actual stats in the Big Bash, but in terms of his form with the ball, he's getting close to a wicket per game, and then 20 runs he's averaging. So he's pretty solid. But my main one is going to be Ashton Agar. I absolutely baked him a couple of weeks ago saying I don't think he should be in anyone's SuperCoach side, but he's bounced back. He's got a 3-round average of 84, had that huge 177 round across the 2 games still, but it was a great round just a couple of rounds ago. And then he backed that up with another 50 against 50 points, that is, in SuperCoach against the Heat. I feel like if he can score sort of those big scores against some of the top teams, he can do it against the Sixers, who are obviously third on the ladder as well. So yeah, 150,000, I think that's a bit of a steal for Ashton Agar. He's starting to turn the ball. Even since that pitch that was turning a lot, he's actually been turning it a bit more. I don't know if he's changed his technique at all, but he's looked awesome. So he's going to bowl his 4 overs, really economical as well, which helps your SuperCoach. He's had multiple games of under 20 runs conceded off his 4 overs. Even had that 2 for 6. If he can get another 2 for, I reckon he's going to get another 2 for 18 or 2 for 22 or something like that. And he'll have really good SuperCoach score with those economical figures. So I've got to go Big Ashton. All right, Marcus, who are you going with?
I'm looking at another young talent out from WA, Cooper Connolly. He started the season low 80,000s. He's 124,100 now. He had a really good first game of the season, SuperCoach-wise, and then dropped off a little bit after that throughout the middle part of the season. But in his last 3 games, he's actually been quite well in performing SuperCoach points. His scores of 48, 119, and 50 in his last 3 games, and he can chip in with both the bat and the ball. So. Looking for some extra points, so I reckon Cooper Connolly is a decent shout.
Yeah, don't mind that. We've said this all season. You just got these young Scorchers guys who are going to absolutely dominate over the next couple of years. I feel like, like we've said before, they're never going to drop off out of that top 2 even. I was going to say top 4, but they're just so good. And a few of those guys, like we said, performed in the final in BBL 12. All right, that's our SuperCoach picks. Pretty Scorchers biased, but that's fair enough when they've got a lot of really good SuperCoach talent there. So let's go Scorchers versus Sixers. Who's going to win, lads? I feel like we might be all picking the same one here, but we'll have a look. The winner of this one plays the Heat in the qualifier, actually. So the Heat have already qualified on top, so they get to host a qualifier. It is in the Gold Coast, which is a bit controversial with the Aussie Tests playing against West Indies at the Gabba, so they have to play away from their home ground. But this one, they'll want to go straight into the qualifier to go straight to the granny from that one. So who's going to win the Scorchers versus Sixers, Leo?
Yeah, I think Scorchers will win this one. I believe it's at their home ground. I think it'll be close, though. I think, obviously, we've picked all Scorchers players for SuperCoach, so we are leaning one way. But Sixers are a fantastic team, and this will be close. And there's a lot on the line here because if you lose, you're in an elimination final, really. So you want to have that second chance in a final. So, yeah, this will be both teams trying to bring their best, trying to impress. And, yeah, I think Scorchers will come out on top.
Yeah, no, I reckon that you're spot on. I'm going to agree with you there. I'll quickly go into mine. Scorchers as well. I feel like if this was at the SCG, I might have lent towards the Sixers, but Optus Stadium, they haven't lost for the last couple of seasons there, the Scorchers. Perth just absolutely buzzing. They get bigger, double the crowd there for a T20 Big Bash game than the Test matches. So they absolutely love it over there, and I feel like the crowd plays a big part. And they've just got so many young guys that are stepping up. You got Hobson stepped up the other game. They don't just rely on Hardy or sort of like the strikers rely on Mashot a little bit and really lean at the top of the order. They can just make scores throughout their whole batting lineup. So I'm going to go the Scorchers in this one. What about you, Marcus?
Yeah, well, I think obviously Cricket Australia didn't really have any faith in the Brisbane Heat finishing on top. I think they had a little bit of Leo's mindset there, because I think that's very stiff for them not to be rewarded with a home final after
Definitely
losing just one game so far this season, and that was against the Scorchers, who sit second and have won multiple Big Bash titles. So I think they were pretty stiff, but the Scorchers for me tonight at home will just prove too strong.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, you're right. The Heat are bloody stiff. They love playing at the Gabba. It's been pretty rowdy there. They've had some big crowds, and they love playing on that pitch, especially Xavier Bartlett. So it'd be interesting to see, when they haven't played there all season, if they can just quickly adjust in that qualifier. So I'm already excited to watch the Big Bash finals, which isn't far away. I think it starts this Friday, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll be up and about for that. We're going to do a bit of a live stream even for the final, I'm pretty sure. So we'll keep you posted with that. We're going to have a bit of fun with the Big Bash finals.